Now, one thing that we have to plan for when we're traveling in the winter that we don't have to plan for now, we got great weather now,
right.
Then you never know what's going to happen. But we know what's going to happen right this weekend.
But to your point, there are only two seasons, winter and construction,
That's
right?
fair.
And we're in construction. So, yeah, my wife was coming home from visiting her mom last night, and 94 was just closed in the west part of the state, just completely shut down. So you got to be smart, look ahead, make sure you're in good shape. The weather will not be your problem. It will be your friend. Hopefully. That's what we strive for here in Channel 7. 7 First Alert Weather. All right, so here's some good news. The river levels are getting better, going down in the Huron River in the southeast Livingston County around Hamburg Township. It's 7.1 now. At last report, this was about 8 o'clock tonight, and flood stage is 7. Now, it says it'll go back below flood stage by early Sunday. I would guess the way things are going, probably a little bit before then. So hopefully some improvements there. We're not talking about Orr Lake specifically. We're just talking about the river in that area around Hamburg. Orr Lake's a little bit different story. More flooding there, unfortunately. 65 degrees outside right now. Humidity 70%. A south wind at 3. And the pressure is rising, 30.17. High pressure in control. It will start to slide east a little bit and allow the winds to turn tomorrow. And that just warms us up. We'll get a southwest breeze for a while. 55 in Port Huron, 61 in Ann Arbor, while it's 66 in Troy, 64 in Adrian, again 65 in Detroit and in Pontiac as well. Warmth out to the west is starting to ooze in a little bit more tomorrow. Today we were in the 70s. Chicago is well into the 80s. We'll be well into the 80s tomorrow. And then we'll start flirting with that 90-degree number. In some spots, perhaps west of Detroit on Sunday, and then a lot of us on Monday and Tuesday. There's a lot of sunshine out there as well. A couple of clouds in Iowa, Minnesota falling apart. There's kind of a pseudo warm front out here, and that's just going to pump up the temperature, but it also tries to bring a few clouds in tomorrow. Speaking of those higher numbers, so far this whole summer, this whole year actually, we've only done 90 or higher twice, and both of those days were right at 90. We're supposed to do that 13 times. So this last blast of summer, forecast high Monday, Labor Day is 91, same thing on Tuesday. We could have the hottest day of the year on Labor Day. That is a little funky, but it looks like there's some pretty big heat moving in from the west. Here's a look at Futurecast now. Tomorrow, again, there might be a couple of clouds here and there, especially north and the second half of the day. This is not a huge problem. We'll go anywhere from partly to mostly sunny, and it's still dry, but just more clouds than we've seen the last 2 days. Showers, probably not Wednesday, but Wednesday night. Thursday might get a few to go through. This is still pretty iffy. Maybe a leftover shower on Friday, but the point is it's just about a week away before we have any rain chances at all. 57 tonight in Detroit. Lots of low to mid-50s outside the city. 80s tomorrow, including 85. We'll get partly to mostly sunny skies, a little southwest breeze. 89 Sunday, 91 Monday and Tuesday. We will look at the Michigan forecast for football at the Big House tomorrow, coming up in just a little bit.
Okay, bring on the heat.